Modeschau. Mode means fashion. So this would be a fashion show. So let's take a look at a description. So if you were going to have a fashion show for this particular model, Carlotta from Germany, this is something you might say as she walks down the runway. So a simple description. Hier ist ein Mädchen. Das Mädchen heißt Carlotta. Sie trägt ein Hemd. Oh, Entschuldigung, not a Hemd. Sie trägt ein Kleid. Das Kleid ist grün und weiß. So, here is a girl. The girl is named Carlotta. She wears a dress. The dress is green and white. So something that you want to make sure is that not only do you list the clothes, so you want to make sure that you have, the Kleidung. After writing down the clothes, you want to incorporate a description of the clothing. So maybe some adjectives. So a simple, first we'll have a intro. Right? You might say, so this is a girl, what's her name, a short intro. As you describe the clothing, you're going to want to use adjectives to describe it. So more descriptors would be, das Kleid ist grün und weiß. Das Kleid hat Blumen. 1, 2 Blumen, ja. Carlotta hat ein paar Strümpfe an. She has a pair of stockings. Die Strümpfe sind weiß und die Schuhe sind schwarz. So plurals, right? The stockings are white and the shoes are black. Die Schuhe sind eng und kurz. The shoes are tight and short. So that would be something you want to consider as you have descriptors for a fashion show. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to select 2 of the pictures that I will provide for you and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 bis 10 Sätze. So 5 to 10 sentences where you introduce the model and talk about at least 3 pieces of clothing that he or she is wearing. So I'm going to ask you to write about 1 girl, ein Mädchen, and 1 boy, ein Junge, and see if you can go ahead and describe them. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the pictures now, and you feel free to go ahead and try to describe them on your own, thinking about adjectives, colors, as well to help. So you'll have 2 descriptions, right? So you'll have one, choose 1 Mädchen and 1 Junge and write out 5 to 10 sentences in which you have a minimum of 3 pieces of clothing. So, to help you, go ahead and practice. Choose one of the sets of the following boy and girl. You can choose A or B. Make sure you write down which one you're going to write about, and then simply make sure that you do the following. Write 2 descriptions, 1 for the girl and 1 for the boy, of which you write 5 to 7 sentences where you talk about a minimum of 3 pieces of clothing. So you'll have A Junge, A Mädchen, B Mädchen, B Junge. Then you'll write 5 to 10 sentences for each in which you describe and talk about the articles of clothing. Don't forget to include an introduction. Who are they? Talk about their clothing and use adjectives to help. Viel Glück, viel Spaß.